All right, folks, 1986 Honda TRX250R, one of the baddest quads ever built on the planet, often compared to the Suzuki 500 Quadzilla and the Yamaha Banshee 350. These things were ferocious. Everybody modified them. They raced. They won so many races. It isn't funny. The aftermarket for these things is phenomenal. They offer everything you can imagine, and people custom built these things to the hilt. This particular unit here we got is supposed to be a 330 kit. This is a 250 stock. It's bored out, sleeved, whatever, to a 330. It's got V-force reeds, oversized carb, a bunch of go fast goodies. The bike sat for a couple years. The owner got it out, tried to start it as usual. And when he did, gas was just pouring out of the carburetor and what have you. And he said he got it started, but it wouldn't run right. And he kept having to feather the throttle. So I got to get this carb off of here, get it cleaned up so I can figure out what it is, so I can get some parts for it, so we can get this thing on here and get this bike fired up. I cannot wait to run this puppy. This is going to be a cool test ride, man. This thing is supposed to be wicked nasty. So appreciate you joining us today. Let's see what we got going on here. Like I said, let's get this carb off and see where we're at. Yeah, so the fun part about custom built bikes and whatnot is this is not the stock carburetor that goes on it. So I have to take it off, identify it, so I can order some parts for it, so I can go ahead and clean this up, get it rebuilt. All right, let's see what we got. Bring the thunder. A little kick back there. That feels good. All right, guys, what do you think about that? I think that's what he's looking for. Oh boy, we still got a bunch of work to do to it, for sure. But I got to get it. There's no front brakes. The pads are wore slap out. Let's see, we get a good shot. Hold on a second. Let's get some light on it. Okay, hold on. Just bear with me. The pads are worn so bad that it's ate into the metal backing, meaning that the pistons are going to be overextended. So anyway, I'm waiting on them pads before I mess with them, because I guarantee those pistons are way out too far, and I'm hoping we don't get any problem there with the seals leaking or any of that stuff. But the reason I'm saying that, folks, getting ahead of myself here, is because I need to get it out and run it, get air on it, you know, put a load on it and run it and blow it out real good, because it's been sitting for all this time. Then I can really fine tune it and, you know, what have you. But oh, let me get the light back off. But anyway, that's a start. And then, like I say, we just got a few things to do. All right, folks. So I was just talking away there, and the camera was no longer recording. And I didn't find that out till later when I was getting ready to start editing and putting all these clips together. But what I was saying is there's more work to do to this thing. And also I found out that the petcock here going to the tank's also leaking. So I'm going to have to get that. And unfortunately, although I solved one problem with the carb and got it running good, it did start to drip a little bit during that run. And then after I shut the bike off, I did pull the carb off real quick, and I tried to lower the float height, because I thought maybe it was overflowing, put it back on, and it still was dripping a little bit. So I might have to order a new needle and seat for that. I just ended up getting a couple gaskets so I could try it out to see what's going on. So we got some things, some parts coming. Gonna have to get a couple more. We got to make it somewhat safe, because his son's going to ride this thing, and, you know, he's going to ride it. I got to test ride it. You know, I got to test ride this thing, because I have to make sure that it can do what it's supposed to do before I deliver it to my customer. So if that requires me to go, you know, have a little fun with it, then that's what it requires. You know, it's a tough job, folks, but somebody has to do it. So anyway, there's going to be more to this. Just be part one. Should be on the next video, we should be test riding it and what have you. It's also been raining like crazy. It's supposed to rain for a couple days off and on. So we can't ride it anyway. But yeah, so to be continued, we got a couple things to take care of. So yeah, you're going to have to just check back, tune in, stay tuned, whatever, so you can finally see this thing doing what it does best. Feels good. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out.